Well, we're going to look at, in the textbook, what is chapters 14, 15, and 16 over the next week or so. And in the alternate text, it's chapter 4 and chapter 5. Basically, we're talking about jQuery, which is a library for JavaScript. You can, as you recall, get to our alternate text through the library ebooks for Cincinnati State. So go check that out. jQuery basically is a library. Their philosophy is write less, do more. In other words, like all good, efficient programmers, we want to be a little bit lazy. We want to get more done with less work. And jQuery combines a whole bunch of common tasks and provides easy solutions, easy functions to make those happen. It's a collection of JavaScript code. It's built in JavaScript, just like your code. And it just takes care of a lot of the mundane day-to-day details of JavaScript. Some advantages of it are that it's relatively small file size. It's friendly to web designers. It's tried and true. It's free. Love the free part. Has a very large developer community, and a lot of people develop plugins for it. Plugins are just basically solutions that people have come up with by using jQuery to all sorts of problems. There are other libraries out there like Yahoo User Interface Library and Dojo and MooTools and Prototype and Scriptaculous, but jQuery is by far the most popular. It's starting to be built into almost everything, and it is very, very cool. How do you get jQuery? Where do you get this thing? Basically, we want to load pages with jQuery. And to get jQuery, you can get it a couple different places. You can go to jQuery.com and snag yourself a copy, download it yourself. It would be just like writing your own JavaScript. You would store it on your hard drive, and I'll show you how to do that as we get to the exercises. A lot of places like Google and Yahoo and Microsoft host popular software like jQuery. Usually you call those places content delivery networks or CDNs. They're very, very nice. They gave you a link at the bottom down to the Google CDN. It hosts many more libraries than just jQuery. You can also go to Google search and just search for Google and jQuery and find that same page. But the end result is we're going to download or link to this library of jQuery. So let's go to jQuery.com. Welcome to the jQuery.com website. You'll notice over here on the middle right-hand side, there's a nice big download jQuery button. If you click that button, one of two things happens. It either asks you to download jQuery, or it shows you the actual jQuery code in your browser window, of which you can then just go up to File and say, Save, and save it wherever you'd like to keep a copy of it. Notice in the name it says jQuery. The version we're running is 1.7.2. It's a minimized version, which means it's been compacted a little bit, make it smaller for your users to download, and the JS is just for JavaScript. Save yourself a copy, and I'm going to hit the back button on my browser and go back to the jQuery.com website. I want to show you a couple of little things. Over on the right, there's a development version. It's a production, which is very small, notice 32K. The development version is much, much larger, but if you want to actually see the jQuery code in a little bit more legible, readable version, you can look and examine and perhaps help them improve jQuery, and all it is a bunch of JavaScript. So hitting the back button, you can look at several things here. Up at the top, there's tutorials and documentation and bug trackers, all sorts of interesting things, including plugins, index, lots of good places to explore. I encourage you to explore. This, as a web developer, will be part of your life. I almost guarantee it. jQuery is that popular. But once you have a copy of it, let's go work with it, and that's all we need.